Today, we will be talking about the top 10 highest paid jobs in the world. Welcome to the Financial Flow. Please like and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay up on our latest videos. We have a senior front-end web developer in number 10. These days, web development is huge and earning a lot of people a lot of money. There is currently a demand for web developers all over the world due to Silicon Valley's growth and the emergence of startup companies. The average pay for senior web developers today is at $100 per hour in the United States and £70,000 in England. Technically speaking, a degree is not actually required for senior web developers, but absolute coding proficiency is. With that, we have an Upstream Oil Rig Worker in number 9. Now, handling oil is like handling liquid gold. These positions are now particularly sought after in Alberta, Canada. Employees on Oryx typically make around $100,000 per year, though some make even more. Currently, the work is very manual, challenging, and physically taxing. Additionally, it entails working in places that are incredibly isolated from the outside world. Now that the oil rig workers typically work shifts, they are flown in and out of the rig area so they can spend the weekends with their families. The lowest qualifications on this list are now needed to work on an oil rig, with most employers only requiring a high school diploma. However, it is best to have some experience lifting heavy equipment and to have attended a vocational training school for skills like welding or fundamental mechanics. That being said, working on a rig is extremely risky work, even though you don't need a PhD. Workers are now required to pass routine drug tests though. Now, at number 8, we have dentistry. Currently, dentistry is a respected profession. To keep their teeth healthy and white, everyone needs to visit a good dentist. Currently, the highest earning potential for dentists is in Spain, where the average salary is $175,000 or more than 150,000 euros. Dentists can earn an average of $100,000 worldwide. Currently, becoming a dentist requires years of training, a bachelor's degree, a PhD, several years of residency, and a number of certifications. Now, it's important to keep in mind that dentists are frequently required to work on Saturdays and Sundays. And at number 7, we have lawyers. Although no one is exempt from the law, attorneys make insane sums of money. In the United States, the average lawyer makes about $110,000 annually. In the United Kingdom, they make about $80,000. Now, one can choose to specialize in one of many different areas of law, including criminal, federal, and humanitarian law. Although each falls into a slightly different pay range, we're going to use the average here. The average may appear to be what you would expect, but the best attorneys earn millions of pounds, dollars, and euros annually. Therefore, obtaining an undergraduate degree is the first step toward becoming a lawyer. Next, you must enroll in law school, pass the bar exam, and then complete a 1-year pupillage. Therefore, it may take 5 to 10 years to become fully qualified. If you want to be at the top of your game and make serious money, it may take even longer. Having said that, practicing law is a very consistent career, with a very consistent salary. And at number 6, we have brokers. When we refer to brokers, we also include stockbrokers, shipping brokers, foreign exchange, dealers, insurance brokers, and traders. Broker salaries currently average around £128,000 in the UK and $150,000 in the United States, which is actually slightly below average. Despite this, brokers do receive a sizable bonus, frequently up to an additional third of their pay. Now that their earnings have increased significantly, the bare minimum requirement to become a broker is now typically a college degree followed by a wealth management qualification. A broker's life is extremely frantic and can be very lucrative, but some people find it to be extremely stressful and don't want to do it. And at number 5, we have airline pilots. High-flying salaries are necessary for high-flying jobs. The average annual salary of airline pilots is $165,000 or 113,000 pounds. Many pilots for airlines were bigger, more affluent brands, and even more. Now, in order to become a pilot, you must have a high school diploma. Then, before receiving your pilot's license, you must complete an intensive flying school program. Now, in addition to the 1,500 hours of flight time on a commercial airliner, you also need 250 hours of personal flight time before you can obtain a pilot's license. Due to the obvious risk associated with flying an aircraft, we must submit to stringent testing, security checks, and extensive training. You'll also need to pick up some English. We now have an obstetrician and gynecologist in position 4. These medical professionals deal specifically with female anatomy and childbirth. The average salary for these specialized doctors is over $200,000, and they can make a staggering $300,000 per year in the US. Due to the NHS, this profession is currently a little unpaid in the UK, but many private gynecologists and midwives make 6-figure salaries. Now, it takes about 15 years of education and experience to become an OBGYN, as it is abbreviated. Approximately 8 years of general medical training were followed by residency programs, where doctors were trained in their particular fields after graduating from medical school. Now, surgeons are at number 3. So surgeons earn a fortune. Neurosurgeons typically make around $318,500 per year, which is higher than the average surgeon salary of over $240,000. The earning potential for a surgeon in the UK has significantly decreased, though senior surgeons can still expect to make an average salary of around £100,000 per year. So it stands to reason that being a surgeon entails literally holding the power of life and death. Now, to successfully save a life, you'll need both serious training and a strong stomach, as the ability to deal with blood ranks as one of the primary requirements for the position. A Doctor of Medicine degree will now be earned after 4 years of medical school, followed by 3 to 8 years of surgical residency in a hospital. In total, that amounts to almost 16 years of study. However, the time commitment will undoubtedly increase your earning potential. At number 2, we have anesthetists. An individual who develops and administers anesthetics is known as an anesthetist. Therefore, the anesthetists will perform this when you are going to have a different operation. They can make over $1 million per year with an average salary of $300,000. You need a degree in math, physics, biology, and chemistry to become an anesthetist. After completing 4 years of medical school, 4 years of training and specialization, a 1-year internship, and a 3-year anesthesia residency program, you would then be finished with your education. So roughly 15 years were spent studying. And at number 1, we have the CEO of a digital company. Therefore, the average CEO salary worldwide is only $150,000. Your typical CEO will also receive a bonus of up to $100,000 annually, a profit share of up to $100,000 more, and frequently a commission of around $30,000 on top of all of that. So our annual income has already surpassed $300,000. Now, the CEO ranks first because in addition to having a high average salary, they also have incredible earning potential. The average annual salary of the top 100 CEOs in America is $9 million. Those are currently the highest paying jobs in the world today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Have a good one.